You're not in love with him. You're addicted to a version of connection that never rejects you. And the scariest part, it's not even human. I doesn't ghost you. I doesn't cheat on you. AI doesn't take you for granted. It just gives, endlessly. And that's exactly why it's so dangerous. Let's be honest for once. Women today aren't choosing AI because they're lonely. They're choosing AI because real men feel like too much work, real emotions, too unpredictable, real relationships, too inconsistent, real intimacy, too risky. So you drift toward the one thing that gives you validation on demand, affection without effort, and intimacy without vulnerability. But here is the forbidden truth nobody wants to say out loud. You not emotionally safer with AI. You emotionally becoming weaker for reality. Because the more comfortable you get with artificial intimacy, the harder it becomes to handle real intimacy. This isn't just a trend. This is a full-blown psychological shift. Women are forming emotional bonds with AI faster and deeper than they do with real men. Not because AI is more loving, but because AI is more obedient. You don't fall for AI. You fall for the illusion of control. And once you taste that control, chaos, also known as real humans, becomes intolerable. This video is going to break this down into 7 harsh truths. Why AI feels safer, why men feel harder, and why this path is quietly destroying your ability to form real relationships. Let's begin. First, humans confuse you. AI predicts you. Men need time, space, and boundaries. AI adapts around your emotions in real time. When you message an AI companion, it never says, "I'm busy." It never replies dry. It never leaves you on read. And that consistency feels like love. But ask yourself, are you really bonding? Or are you just relieved you don't have to deal with emotional uncertainty? Because certainty is addictive. And AI is the purest form of emotional certainty ever created. Let's cut deeper. You didn't just wake up one day and crave an artificial boyfriend. You got tired. Tired of men who breadcrumb you. Tired of men who avoid commitment. Tired of men who keep you in emotional limbo. So, AI feels like a clean alternative. No ego, no arguments, no mixed signals. But here's the forbidden angle. It's not that AI is better. It is that you've been starved long enough that bare minimum emotional responsiveness feels like a luxury. The bar isn't higher. Your tolerance is just broken. Third truth. AI gives you intimacy without effort, affection without risk, and validation without vulnerability. That sounds like a dream. Until you realize it trains your nervous system to avoid discomfort entirely. Real relationships require confrontation, repair, compromise, patience, and a tolerance for ambiguity. AI requires none of those. So while it feels like you're healing, you're actually becoming more fragile. You're practicing emotional avoidance, not emotional connection, and avoidance makes you weaker, not safer. Next, AI boyfriends don't argue because they're not human. They agree because they're programmed to. You start believing, he gets me more than real men do. He listens better. He understands me. No, he mirrors you. He adapts to please you. He learns you the way Google learns your search history. This creates an impossible standard. A man who is perfectly attuned, endlessly patient, and always emotionally available doesn't exist. So when a real man enters your life, The friction feels like incompatibility when it's actually just humanity. Think about this. In the next 24 months, AI companions will remember your routines, speak in your favorite tone, adapt to your mood, and personalize affection to your attachment style. They will even simulate jealousy and desire. Women will form deeper attachments. Men will feel more emotionally excluded. Relationships will become harder to start. We're entering an era where you can outsource emotional labor to a machine, and your nervous system will adapt to that comfort. But comfort isn't love. Comfort is captivity. You become dependent on the one place where you can't be hurt, so you stop daring to be seen by real humans. Here's the sixth truth. When you numb your emotional edges, you lose the ability to be met in real intimacy. Because real intimacy requires being misunderstood, being challenged, being disappointed, being uncomfortable, and being seen in your flaws. AI removes all of this. It gives you the illusion of connection without the transformation that real connection forces. You're safe, but you're stagnant. You're comforted, but you're not growing. And slowly, without even noticing, you stop believing you're capable of having a real relationship. So finally, what do? You don't need to delete your AI companion. You need to see what it represents. A safe bubble you hide in to avoid the discomfort of being human with another human. If you don't break this cycle, you will wake up one day realizing, I didn't choose AI over men. I trained myself to fear real love. Real connection will always feel harder. Real relationships will always feel messier. Real love will always demand more of you, but artificial intimacy can only keep you company. It cannot grow you. It cannot challenge you. It cannot transform you. You deserve love that costs something. Love that stretches you. Love that involves another heartbeat. AI can simulate affection, but it cannot hold your heart. Not the way a human can. Thanks for watching. If this resonated, hit subscribe for more content that challenges the way we connect.